Flare. To flare means to burn brightly and suddenly, often for a short time.
火焰闪耀。
Fleet. A fleet is a group of ships, especially naval ships, organized to perform missions together.
舰队。
Flicker. To flicker is to move or shine with an unsteady light or quick movements.
闪烁摇曳。
Fling. To fling means to throw something forcefully or without much care.
用力地扔掷。
Fluid. A fluid is a substance that flows easily, like liquids and gases.
流体的液体。
Flutter. To flutter is to move or wave quickly and lightly, often in an irregular way.
鸟振翼飘扬。
Foresee. To foresee is to predict or expect something in the future.
预见预知。
Formidable. Formidable means inspiring fear or respect through being large, powerful, or intense.
可怕的难克服的。
Formulate. To formulate means to create or devise methodically.
使公式化。
Forsake. To forsake means to abandon someone or something.
遗弃背弃。
Forthcoming. Forthcoming refers to something that is about to happen or be made available.
即将到来的，随时可得的。
Fortify. To fortify means to strengthen something to protect it or make it stronger.
加强支持。
Foster. To foster means to care for a child, encouraging development in a family setting.
养育收养的。
Fracture. A fracture is a break, typically in a bone or a hard object.
断裂骨折。
Fragile. Fragile means easily broken or damaged.
易碎的脆弱的。
Fragment. A fragment is a small part broken off from something larger.
成碎片。
Frail. Frail means weak or delicate, especially physically.
虚弱的。
Fraud. Fraud is a dishonest act intended to deceive others for personal gain.
诈骗行为骗子。
Freak. A freak refers to an unusual or abnormal occurrence or person.
怪诞的行动，畸形的人。
Fret. To fret means to worry or be constantly anxious.
使苦恼烦躁。
Friction. Friction is the resistance when one surface or object moves over another.
摩擦力。
Galaxy. A galaxy is a large system of stars held together by gravity, including the Milky Way.
银河。
Generalize. To generalize means to make a broad statement or conclusion based on specific information.
泛论归纳。
Generate. To generate means to produce or create something.
产生引起。
Generator. A generator is a machine that converts energy into electricity.
发电机
Genetic. Genetic relates to genes or heredity in living organisms.
基因的起源的
Genetics. Genetics is the study of heredity and the variation of inherited traits.
遗传学单
Glamour. Glamour refers to the attractive or exciting quality that makes something or someone appealing.
魅力妖艳
Glassware. Glassware refers to objects made of glass, typically for household use.
玻璃器皿
Glisten. To glisten means to shine with a sparkling light, often from something wet.
闪耀闪光
Gloomy. Gloomy means dark or poorly lit, or feeling depressed.
阴郁的
GMO, genetically modified organism. A GMO is an organism whose genetic material has been altered using genetic engineering techniques.
基因改造生物
Graph. A graph is a visual representation of data, showing relationships between different variables.
图表图解
Graphic. Graphic means related to visual art or vividly detailed descriptions.
写实的图解的
Grill. A grill is a device for cooking food over direct heat, and to grill means to cook food this way.
烤架烤
Grocer. A grocer is a person who sells food and small household goods.
食品杂货商
Grope. To grope means to search blindly or uncertainly by feeling with the hands.
摸索
Guerrilla. A guerrilla is a member of a small, independent group engaging in irregular warfare.
游击战队员
Habitat. A habitat is the natural environment where a plant or animal lives.
栖息地
Hack. To hack means to cut something roughly or violently.
踢砍
Hacker. A hacker is a person skilled in computers who illegally accesses systems to steal data or cause harm.
骇客
Hail. Hail refers to small, hard balls of ice that fall from the sky during a storm.
冰雹
Harass. To harass means to repeatedly trouble or annoy someone.
使烦恼骚扰
Harassment. Harassment refers to the act of troubling or annoying someone persistently.
烦恼骚扰
Hazard. A danger or risk that can cause harm or injury.
危害物
Hemisphere. Half of a sphere, especially referring to one of the halves of the Earth.
地球的半球半球体
Hereafter. From now on, in the future, the afterlife.
此后来世
Heritage. Valued objects and qualities, such as cultural traditions, passed down from previous generations.
遗产
Heroin. A highly addictive drug derived from morphine, often used illegally.
海洛因
Highlight. The most important or memorable part of something.
最突出或最精彩的部分
Honorary. Given as a mark of honor, without the usual obligations or functions.
名誉上的
Hormone. A chemical substance produced in the body that regulates specific physiological processes.
荷尔蒙
Hospitable. Friendly and welcoming to guests or strangers.
好客的
Hospitality. The friendly and generous reception of guests or strangers.
好客殷勤
Hospitalize. To admit someone to the hospital for treatment.
使住院治疗
Hostility. Unfriendly or aggressive behavior towards someone.
敌意敌视
Humanitarian. Concerned with or seeking to promote human welfare.
人道主义的
Humiliate. To make someone feel ashamed or foolish by injuring their dignity.
羞辱使丢脸
Hunch. A strong intuitive feeling about something.
预感肉风隆起
Hurdle. An obstacle or difficulty that must be overcome.
跳栏跨栏
Hygiene. Conditions and practices that promote health and prevent disease.
卫生学
Hypocrisy. The practice of claiming to have higher standards or beliefs than is the case.
伪善虚伪
Hypocrite. A person who pretends to have virtues, morals, or principles that they do not actually possess.
伪君子
Hysterical. Affected by extreme, uncontrollable emotion, often irrational.
歇斯底里的
Illuminate. To light up or make something clearer.
照亮
Illusion. A false idea or belief, often something that deceives the senses.
幻觉假象
Immune. Resistant to a particular infection or toxin.
免疫的
Imperative. Of vital importance, giving an authoritative command.
必要的命令式的
Implement. A tool or instrument, to put into effect.
器具实施
Implication. The conclusion that can be drawn from something, although it is not explicitly stated.
暗示牵连
Implicit. Implied though not directly expressed.
含蓄的
Imposing. Impressive in appearance or size.
壮观的
Imprison. To confine someone in a prison or other place of detention.
监禁
Imprisonment. The state of being imprisoned or detained.
监禁
Incentive. Something that motivates or encourages a person to do something.
动机
Incidental. Happening as a minor accompaniment to something else.
附带的，偶然发生的。
Incline. To feel willing or favorably disposed towards something. To slope.
倾斜，心理倾向。
Inclusive. Covering all the services, items or aspects normally expected.
包含的。
Indignation. Anger or annoyance provoked by what is perceived as unfair treatment.
愤慨。
Inevitable. Certain to happen, unavoidable.
不可避免的。
Infectious. Likely to spread or influence others, especially a disease.
传染性的。
Infer. To deduce or conclude information from evidence.
推论，意味着。
Inference. A conclusion reached on the basis of evidence and reasoning.
推论。
Ingenious. Clever, original, and inventive.
巧妙的，心灵手巧的，足智多谋的。
Ingenuity. The quality of being clever, original, and inventive.
心灵手巧。